What's up, guys? We're here hanging out with Christian Potenza again, and he's going to be reading us some Christmas stories and some Christmas poems coming up in 4 seconds. So welcome back, guys. Tom here and Kayla from the Geeky Drinkers, and we have our super special guest,
Christian Potenza! Woo! That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
One of my best friends.
And so Kayla is going to be diving right into the drinks with these lovely, delicious things. What are these, by chance, Christian?
Well, apparently, was this Antiques Roadshow? Can you tell me a little bit about these?
Can you tell me about the history?
Yeah.
I like. You can tell it's an original by the little swirls on the bottom.
If you notice, this is from the 14th century. It doesn't take a trained eye to see what these are. These are shot glasses made out of a candy cane.
Oh, yeah.
Several candy canes or one?
One. It's one continuous swirl. It just comes out. Yeah.
Candy canes aren't that long.
Yeah. Well, you know, they just cut them
Yes.
into, like, they can be any size. Oh my god.
Have you seen the
Oh, wait, no, she doesn't know that there is no Santa Claus. She doesn't know.
We'll not let her know about the giant candy canes either. But anyways.
Wait, she brought jingle juice to our lives. Another Christmas miracle.
So speaking of Christmas miracles, what are you making?
So, last episode I made jingle juice, which they clearly loved. So
It was fantastic, guys. You have to try it.
It hit me right in the chest. Today I'm making one for the older generation, the 19 plus, because it's a little bit of a skanky one.
The other one should also be 19.
This is an older generation, is 19 plus? Wait a second.
That includes all of us.
You know what? Yeah, like...
You're not excluded from that. All of these drinks are 19.
Older generation. You said 19 plus is older generation. I'm turning 45 in a couple of days.
She don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
All of these drinks should be 19 plus, Kayla. They have alcohol.
What
yeah,
I meant,
right? For legal reasons, only older generation. Legally. These are only meant for 19 plus in Ontario, 18 in Quebec.
Oh no, they can drink it worldwide.
18 in Alberta.
And in Quebec.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go over these
Be of
drinks
age
because
wherever
these guys
you are
are being
when you drink.
douchebags and making fun of me. So, we're gonna. Oh my god, I don't know if I have a thing for this.
What is it? No, it's champagne. It should be a pop off.
See,
well, it's not.
Somebody
it's not
from
technically.
An older generation would know what to do here.
It's not technically.
I don't drink champagne.
It's not technically.
We need a saber.
So yeah,
you're
it's gonna
fine.
have champagne in it because why else? Is there anything?
Okay.
You gonna blow your load?
Make
Go. Here's the thing.
You gotta grip it right on the top.
Yeah.
Grab the tip. Grab that
So
tip.
we're all here for this. Aren't we? We're all
Absolutely.
right
Let's
here
do this.
together. Oh, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen with you. You're gonna blow it. Go. Right off the tip. Hold your tip.
I wanted to like smash my ceiling. Oh, you gotta keep going.
Come on.
I wanted to, because sometimes it'll go on its own.
There we go.
Yep.
Just like that.
Wow.
Beauty.
So champagne, obviously. Woo-hoo.
That was a good one. That was a team effort.
Yeah,
we
definitely.
even got a squeal out of it. I love it.
Yeah, you can't leave me hanging.
No.
All right. So it's gonna be 1 ounce of champagne, but I gotta let it. Wait. Just wait. Just wait.
You just apparently we have to wait.
Now, I'm no mixologist, but I play one on TV. Hi, everybody. I'm social media's Christian Potenza. Today, we're going to make Santa's Little Ho-Ho. What's in Santa's Little Ho-Ho?
1 ounce of champagne,
Uh-huh.
and then we're
Do you
bringing.
need a candy cane shot glass, or can you do it without it?
I would say it's preferred.
Yeah.
It gets you in the
More
festive
traditional.
spirit.
Right.
And then it's 2 ounces of the lovely peppermint vodka.
Which actually tastes like candy canes.
Now you get to have your choice, Christian. Do you want cranberry ginger ale or do you want white cranberry juice?
I'm going to do both.
Both. All right.
What do you think about that?
Bring it on in.
And I'm going to take 2 ice cubes.
Which you should have actually put in first.
Oh God.
Bad.
There's no order here.
But you should always do it.
You kind of
over.
wrecked Christmas.
With my jingle juice.
No, you made Christmas with jingle.
So it's 1 ounce of champagne or sparkling white wine, depending on what you have. 2 ounces of peppermint vodka, and either cranberry ginger ale or
White cranberry juice or cranberry juice,
You can
whatever
top
you
it up.
decide.
So, what do you think?
I think it sounds a little ho.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Do you have a preference between jingle juice and that one?
You know what? I like this one for the bubbles.
For the bubbly, yeah.
You still get it all. It's you know what? I'm gonna go with Santa's little. Yeah. You know what? They're both good. I can't.
But Santa's little ho gets a little something in your mouth and your nose.
Different times.
There we go.
You know what? This is a different.
This is for the older generation.
That's more of a cocktail. This is more like a drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like after you've had some cocktails. Brighten things up. Because the bubbles make you feel like...
Oh, yeah, festive.
But jingle juice will get you there.
Yeah.
Just straight up
jingle juice. So if you have jingle juice and then that, then you're party.
Yeah, you're good.
Then you're good.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, while Kayla mixes the other two, I have a couple questions that I just wanted to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever cosplayed before? Do you know what cosplay is?
I do know what cosplay is, and I've never done it before.
It's
but
so much fun.
I've always wanted to, and I have a dream that if I am going to cosplay...
You have a dream?
I have a cosplay dream.
Nice.
I want to do G-Force.
Gotchamon.
Gotchamon.
Okay, cool.
Gotchamon.
Yep.
G-Force, that's what I grew up in. That was one of my favorite cartoons growing up as a kid.
That'd be sweet.
You're talking about the hamster or the guinea pigs?
No.
That's the movie.
Oh my god, she's not from an older generation.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. So embarrassing. No, look it up. Battle of the Planets.
Red.
Do the same thing Christian did.
Because I want to play Mark. So if you can bring it up here so everyone knows what I'm talking about. Mark, the leader.
I'll have a little animation somewhere.
The white bird guy. And they used to fly because it was Tiny, Mark.
Now I can't remember, was there like a big wing set?
Yeah, he had the big white wings. The princess.
Have you ever seen there's a cosplayer and a builder called the Crooked Feather online, and
the Crooked Feather?
The Crooked Feather, and she does like full size, like full life scale size like animatronic wings that actually,
I've seen her.
Yeah, amazing, awesome. They're so well done. I've actually been following her for probably
and they look effortless.
2 or 3 years.
Effortless. They look like real wings.
Oh, absolutely. Like, full on, like, real wings. I'll put a description down in the show notes for that. But yeah, it's fantastic.
I would pay a couple grand.
That's,
You know what I mean? If I'm going to throw a couple grand on wings.
A lot of the time, too, they're motorized, too.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to, like, do an awkward, like, back switch thing. It's just, like,
hydraulics.
Click a button. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're super cool. So that's what you want to do.
I want to do G-Force, and I need it, because there's like 5 people, so you're not alone. You need a crew, and you gotta roll together.
You could, but you could definitely, for a costume like that, you could definitely also get away with just having it on your own, because that would be an iconic enough costume.
Yeah, but you kind of want to be with everybody. It's like,
oh well, yeah, you want to have that.
It's like, hey, what are you going out with? I don't get the getup. Well, I'm from ABBA, but I'm just a one person, right? It's like, it doesn't make sense unless the other people are there.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like, group shots and stuff like that are always way more impressive. You're always more likely to have people be like, oh, damn.
One stormtrooper or like 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Even if you have like one Darth Vader in the front, or even just like somebody like they could be like escorting in front. Yeah, it's more of an impact when there's more and multiple, right?
Yep, absolutely. Because theme. But that would be I've seen a lot, and especially doing these conventions, and like a lot of people come up to me, and it's like trick or treat. I'm like, who are you supposed to be? And it's like, I'm blah 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 from blah blah blah, from everything. And I was like, no idea, but good effort, yeah.
But you know
I appreciate
it. That's what I was just gonna say. Like I try and keep up with as many fandoms as I can. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like nobody can know everything.
Yeah.
So even if a costume looks amazing and I have no idea what it is, I'll usually go up and say like, your costume looks amazing. I'm not familiar with it, but I just wanted to comment on your on your workmanship and like how great it looks.
Yeah.
And I know
the dedication and the craft.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a cosplayer.
Oh, damn! You're already done.
So long.
Oh, are we doing this?
All right.
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Wow. It's the candy cane that makes everything.
Yep.
I told you this stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
I gotta grab myself a bottle for home.
So, Christian, tell me the worst drink that you've ever had before.
Okay, I will.
Jingle juice.
No way, that one's awesome.
No, this one was like jungle juice. It was bad because I went to...
Jungle juice is great, though.
I know, but this one
was it like swamp water?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
It was the most... I went to this flair bartending contest for charity.
Yep.
and you bid on it. So all these flair bartenders would get out there and they start doing their thing, and then people would bid on it to have the drink afterwards.
Oh,
so,
cool. Yep.
So it's a charity thing. It's like, so it's really about the showmanship and the performance rather than the actual drink.
Yep.
So I paid close to $400 for this thing because they put in a bunch of like celebrities and celebrities and people of note or anything, and they were like, Potenza likes to drink.
Yeah.
He's got some money at the time. Let's
bring him on in.
Yeah, so I found this one because I really liked it, and it was out of like I forget whether it was a cantaloupe or a honeydew or a watermelon.
Yep.
But they filled it, and it was just full of stuff. And I was like, obviously this one, because there were sparklers.
Yeah.
There was fucking.
You're just like, this is the experience.
This is the one, and somebody else wanted it, and da-da-da-da. But I was like, no, this one's mine. And I got caught up when like I gotta have it. So then I bought it. It's going to charity, so it's like, here's your $300-400. I forget what I paid. And then I had it, and everyone's like, how is it? And I'm like, it is actually the worst fucking drink, the most expensive, but it's about the story, right?
Yeah.
It was the grossest, and I gave it to everyone else to try, and they were just like, no.
If
you're saying it's bad,
I don't want to try.
I'm not drinking, because I've seen what you throw down your face. That was the word. I don't even know what it was called. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
There you go, yeah.
Kayla, what about you? Because I don't think I've asked you this before. What's the worst drink that you've ever had? And I'll tell you mine, because mine's awful.
Well, my friend decided to mix a absinthe moonshine tequila drink.
Absinthe is a shitty one, too.
Absinthe?
Like, really? Like, everyone's like, gotta have absinthe. Yeah.
The fucking green
do you like black licorice?
No.
Yeah, I don't either. So, like, for me, like, there are certain ways, if you drink it, like, with, like, poured, like, over the, like, with the spoon and everything like that, like how it like
Zambuca
is,
with the coffee beans.
Yeah, it's a similar like kind of process, right?
Right.
Yeah, but sorry, go ahead.
So they decided to mix me a drink, and I told them, they're like, "What do you want?" And I was like, already shit faced, but then when you're shit faced, you don't care what you drink. You're just like, "Give me a drink."
Fill up my glass.
So I was like, just give me a drink, and they came back, they're like, "Here, try this." They had no mix in it. It was pure alcohol, like the drinks I did a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god. I was like, okay, what's the mix in here? They're like, there is no mix, and I was like,
okay.
You're fucking kidding me right now. Like, there's nothing to, like, kind of, the taste. And I was like, okay, there's green in there, so, there might be some melon, like, I was thinking melon liqueur or, like, peppermint or something. And I was like, okay, so this might actually be okay. And I took it, and I drank it, and I was like, holy shit. What is this? And they're like, oh, it's moonshine, tequila, and absinthe. And I was like, are you guys trying to kill me?
What did it taste like?
That's all the worst drinks together. It's not going to make it better. They all cancel each other out.
It was so...
It's like having
they go like negative.
Yeah, it's just like...
And I literally took a sip of that, and I'm like sitting there, and they're like, you have to finish it because it's like, it's alcohol abuse if you don't finish it. And I was like, well, I can't.
It's manslaughter if you guys make me drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like...
I was like, you guys do know if I finish this drink, like, we're going to have to go to the hospital, and you're going to have to explain this story to the police. Like...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my God.
And they're like, okay, fine, don't finish it. And then my buddy comes up, swags it back, and I was like, the hell, you champ? 2 seconds later, he's vomiting.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I was like...
And how did things work out? Where's this guy now? What does this risk taker do right now?
I have no idea. I haven't talked to him since.
No one knows.
Not making drinks.
Nobody talked to him after that. So that's the lesson here. Do not drink crazy stuff.
Don't mix awful drinks.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We're giving you a service.
When they told me I didn't have the mix in there, that's when I was like, oh, fuck. Because, like, usually I always mix my drinks with something sweet or, like, carbonated or something that can douse it a little bit. Except for when I do porn star shots. But that's whatever. But it has Red Bull in it, so.
Yep.
You're interesting. What an interesting life you lead for such a younger generation. I don't know what's happening anymore.
So my worst drink is... So I was over at my buddy Mike's place, and I had already gone through, like, all the, like, main alcohol that I brought and everything. I was like, well, I'm still going to be here for, like, an hour or two or whatever, but still want to, like, keep up my buzz and everything like that. And the only thing that I had left was tequila, and I was, like, looking around for a mix, and I was like, okay. And I was already, like, way in the bag, and I found, like, Coca-Cola. So I was like, oh, I can, like... It's, like, carbonated and whatever, and so I, like, mix it up, big, like, tall glass, like, filled it right up. And it tasted like rusty pipes. It was the worst. But it was the same thing that you said, like, I want to finish it
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to waste it.
I
Yeah.
made a contract. I
Yeah.
signed this
But it
deal
was
the
ju-
moment I took a sip.
Oh man, but like
Maybe I'll get buzzed.
that
Maybe?
was the hope. I was just
Yeah.
like, just go,
Just do
and
it.
then
Do
and
it.
then just like, just hope.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
how
it
did it
was-
work out? Just rusty pipes?
Yeah, it was. Just never got better. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, guys. It's bad.
Rusty pipes.
It was
This one
really
tastes
bad.
like pennies. So
That's
I'm gonna
actually
drink-
that's actually probably a pretty accurate accurate one. What's one of the funniest roles that you've ever played?
Coco the dog, because he's a fucking poodle.
Coco. No, funniest, like in a movie or a cartoon?
Anything, like whether it's like voice acting or like a commercial, a movie, TV show. Obviously.
I would probably say Doug from The Tournament on CBC.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite ones because they totally invented a character for me. It wasn't even written. It's just I got to improv like
Oh, really?
a lot of it.
That's
It was a
awesome.
big show. Yeah, because I auditioned for the lead, and they're like, "No, he's too young.
Yeah.
We're gonna make him this guy's friend." But I had to work as a local in Quebec for this show, and so when it came time to shoot, there was like, there was no script.
Yeah, it's
For
just
me, because they took 2 or 3 of the guys and just made it one best friend to
Yeah.
this other guy because they thought it'd be perfect.
Yep.
So literally,
you're just playing off of him.
yeah, I just got to make up my own stuff and fill the space because Bruce McDonald was directing it and he
Yep.
just loved the flow and my character just said Doug enters and they just let me do whatever I want. And then
That's awesome.
The second season, it was written like I got lines, but it was like. And having that freedom, because I am known as a especially in the booth in voice acting, because it's what's not written on the page that gets you the parts, but also really makes the character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it brings them to life and it makes them memorable too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm known for is that. So I'm like the improv. It's like he's gonna do something.
Yeah.
And you know for sure he's gonna put in the laugh,
Of course.
and
yeah.
then it seals it. So but in that role, I got to do. That was when I first was like, I'm known as that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
So that was probably
that's my strong
it.
suit. So
Yeah.
I love it because it was very funny, and it was live action.
Yes. Oh, it's that definitely helps.
Yeah.
Actually, on that term, do you prefer voice acting or live acting?
It depends. It depends what it is. There are sometimes where I really. They're two different things.
Well, yeah. I
And I love stage too. I just did a play, and I'm starting to get back into
He was
stage.
texting me, like you were telling me, they're like, oh, well, my play ended last weekend or
Yeah.
whatever. That's why we couldn't do this last weekend.
Absolutely.
And then I was just like, oh, cool. Because, like, I did acting my whole life since I was 4 years old, and then I taught youth theater when I turned 17.
Mhm.
And I haven't done anything since, because down here, for some reason, they're really picky on who they let into the theater for some strange reason. So I'm like, oh, well, now that I miss Barry for that one thing. But,
Is this community theater or like paid theater, like equity? Community.
Down here's community. Up there, it was, I volunteered to be, like, a coach to the youth. It was, like, more or less kids just beginning out, right?
Yeah.
So,
Do you think it's because there's more competition
down here?
Yeah.
Probably.
Because there's a lot more population down here than there is in Barrie.
Yeah, I think it might be that. Because I've gone to the little theater here.
Barrie is smaller than here?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
I wouldn't know it either.
I'm almost
Well,
positive
if you
it
put
is.
KW together as one, yes. But
Well,
if
like
you
Kitchen,
separate
yeah,
them,
like
no.
Kitchen, but what I mean is like like Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Guelph, which is all within like 20 minutes of each other.
Guelph?
Guelph, yeah.
Guelph.
Guelph.
Well,
Yeah,
That's how it works.
yeah. I figured as much.
It could be that as well. Just straight up like more people auditioning for parts. That's why they could be more picky.
But this area has a little more of a music scene or an art scene than it does in Barrie.
A big time.
So, you know, there's
I've been in
that.
musicals. I can't sing worth my life, so it comes out.
Because you guys are a little more parallel to Toronto.
Yeah, it's definitely getting
You're
that
not
way.
north.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Yep.
That's where I was like raised up north, so it's kind of different. You pretty much up north, it's all in who you knew, and the reason that I knew, like my friend's mom was the actual acting coach for that theater,
Oh, sweet.
so I got
So you got an in.
I got the in. So that's all that really happened, and I miss it, but it's whatever.
It's always there. This is the thing about this stuff, is some people are like, oh, I used to do that and it just didn't work out, or da-da-da, and I'd like to get back into it one day.
Yeah, you can
pick
do
up
that
where
at
you
any
left
time.
off, and you're better now because of all the experiences and the peaks and valleys you went on.
Yep.
Just,
even if it's not related to acting, like other stuff in your life is going to impact, like the fluctuations in your voice or how you hold yourself, or there's just life.
Retainers.
Life exactly.
Jingle juice. Choices we make.
That makes it.
The choice of you coming on here.
Yep. Which
So,
hopefully has been good so
I
far.
love it, man. Gets me out of my bubble.
Yep.
So we do have a question from a fan, his daughter, and she just wants to know if the Totodrome Island was based off of an actual island or park in Canada at all, or if it was just kind of like a made up thing.
It's a little bit of everything, because it takes place in Muskoka.
Up by where I'm from.
Yeah, and there is, from what I understand, there is no Wawanakwa, but
No.
it's a made up thing. But the Muskokas is real, but it's like a fictitious movie island that they made. But they actually named Muskoka, Canada.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Muskoka, Ontario, Canada. Mm-hmm. Which was a big surprise when this show blew up in the States.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that. Like, how do you find the reception's been in the States? And
if it wasn't for the States, we wouldn't be as big as we are.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah, because they totally loved us. And
just flew off.
And now we're huge in South America.
Wow.
They were more popular in the States.
Because I think it was a couple months ago that they just announced 2 other languages that they're being translated in, right?
Yeah, Portuguese and something else.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah, which is pretty awesome. That's getting so I would imagine when they're doing it in the different languages, I would imagine that they would have different voice actors for that language.
Yeah, they dub it over.
Yeah.
And I've talked to a few of the other Chris McLeans from around the world.
Yep.
And
how do you find that experience
Well, they're all like, "Oh, hey." I'm like, "Hey, dude, I saw your thing on YouTube. I just wanted to say good job."
Yep.
I didn't understand a word, but I'm with you all the way.
Well, and you can kind of get the tone, or kind of the personality that they're trying to get across.
But here's what happens in these other countries. They have to, because of the laws they have, play it in their
culture.
Like even in Quebec, it's dubbed over in French. It has to be played in Quebec in French.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody watches the English one.
Yeah.
So even in these other countries like Italy and Australia,
they'll still watch the English.
And they're all like, "Hey, the guy that does it here, he's not bad, but we watch you."
Yeah.
And I was like, just don't say it, guys.
Just
don't say it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's funny. Yeah.
I've noticed that about a lot of shows. Actually, everyone always winds up watching the English versions of every show. I can't even watch anime with the whole Japanese. I watch it in English.
See, that's actually a hot debate, though. It's me. I think. For me,
I can't concentrate on both for some shows I can,
the subtitles,
but the subtitles and the actual what's action is going on, right?
Yeah.
So it's better. I'm more of a person who I don't want to have to be reading. I'd rather be than hearing it, so I can concentrate on what actually is going on the screen. So I'm not constantly
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just too much for me.
I find for me it's whatever I see it initially first as. So if I come across it and it's already dubbed in English, I'll probably prefer the actors over the voice actors over that, as opposed to if if I'm only able to get a Japanese version of that's subtitled, then when I hear the English one, then I'll already kind of have that voice kind of in my mind. So same kind of thing, circling back what you're saying, the one
theater of the mind.
It really, really is, because you associate that voice with that character, and I'm sure that's what you're known for.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and
yeah.
As I said, there's been times where I hear something, I'm I know this guy, and the thing is, I always bring it back to Jude. That's where it started for me, right?
Yeah,
so, this lovely fella here. So, basically what I do is I always bring it back to Jude, and when I heard the 99-cent commercial for Wendy's, I was like, me and my brother were in the car, we're like, we know this voice! So we start freaking out.
Do you know why I got hired for that? Because it first started out as Wendy's late night menu.
Yeah.
So when school lets out, and
who's going to be listening?
So who's going to be listening? Who are the people doing late night menus?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the poster boy for 420 crowd. Dude, I could totally go for some munchies and grindage. So they put me there, and it just took off.
It was awesome. So me and my brother, we start freaking out. My mom's like, "Is that what I think?" And I was like, "Yes, Jude, it was Jude. I'm like freaking out.
Yeah.
And then like we also watched Total Drama Island. So when we heard Chris start talking, me and my brother were like,
Like, wait a second.
I know this too. And we started
Yeah.
freaking out and shit. And then so the final commercials got me too. And I'm like, what? Because you play a poodle though.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, it's interesting. Like,
I didn't know I'd be playing a poodle. I auditioned for everything. I was doing British accents. I was doing American stoner surfer guy, and they were trying to find the right dogs.
Yeah, like
and
the
then
right- yeah.
they shot it. They shot it in Quebec, so we have no idea.
there you go.
You're a fucking poodle.
I know. I miss those days.
A very trimmed poodle.
Yeah.
What? Well, and like, especially when you kind of like associate a name with a voice, I find that like a lot of the '90s cartoons that I watched or that I grew up watching have the same thing. Like they're all like probably like my top 5 favorite have at least one character that are the same across all of them. So I'm curious if it was maybe just what was on YTV and they had contracts with different companies and stuff like that.
Because you guys were on Teletoon.
We've been on Teletoon, Nickelodeon.
You weren't ever on YTV at all, were you?
No.
So I know Scott was.
Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
That was a different thing. But I have Almost Naked Animals.
I love that
Wish
show.
for Sidekick was on YTV.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah, we're scattered all over.
It's kind of good though.
And now that Cartoon Network is up here, and they're part of Chorus, which is part of Teletoon, which owns
is
Chorus.
kind of part of everything.
Chorus
yeah.
owns everything,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. But I realized that Cartoon Network doesn't have as many characters as they used to in the 90s. Like, if you actually look, they actually had put them together of the shows and characters in the 90s. The 90s had way more Cartoon Network shows and everything like that because Saturday morning cartoons was a big deal back then. Now it's like you
can get cartoons everywhere.
Yeah. Well, gone is the Saturday morning big bowl of cereal.
Yep.
And
Yep.
And that would carry you to like 2 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Easily from like 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon.
It's like who can get up first to get the remote first.
Well, this is why on when the new season of Total Drama comes out. What I'm going to do is offer a thing on the weekends. So I got to find out when they're going to air it. And I think it's going to be I don't even know. But there's a lot of things swirling about this season.
Are you going to be doing like a live tweet or like a live watch? Like kind of like reaction kind of video thing?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of do an after show after because everything lights up. But this new season is kind of going to blow everyone's mind. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So, what I'm going to do is offer, instead of like the fans running, so I'm going to be like, hey, let's do a thing.
Yeah.
Let's do a thing where it's like, let's just talk about it. We'll go live.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, okay, so like Q&A kind of style.
Sure, whatever happens.
Almost kind of like what they do, like after The Walking Dead, they've got
the after
The
shows.
Talking Dead.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly.
It totally works. So, before we go into our lovely Christmas stuff, I just have one serious question because I've had a lot of people even ask me because like they knew that I was going to be speaking with you. So, what are your thoughts and feelings on the fact that they're now using celebrities to voice characters instead of actual voice actors? You know what I mean?
That's part of it. That's what you're supposed to do.
But the thing is like there's a lot of voice actors that are getting very underrated because they're being replaced or overstepped by actual big celebrity names.
I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it because you need draws, right? Because you're gonna.
That's very true.
You need a draw, and because there have been times just because of my reputation or who I am, I get asked to be part of production, so I kind of get the best of both worlds, right? Where I've been asked to do something because I'm Christian Potenza, not necessarily that I can do the voice but they just want me to be me, right?
Yeah, you're a household name.
So they're not really voice acting; they're just being them. But they're an actor. Nonetheless, you're an actor. So if there's a voice actor complaining that all these celebrities go, it's like doesn't matter because you yourself are a celebrity too.
Yeah, exactly.
You're part of it.
Yep.
And the thing is, you need that. You need that balance because you need like people. There are some voice actors that I work with. You'll never know their name. You won't even know it's them because they know so many voices. But they love their job. They do their job. They go home. They're not in it. Everyone's in it for different reasons.
Yep.
But those people are the workhorses. You know, they love their thing, and nobody can do that.
Yeah.
And they're constantly working, whereas a celebrity will just get this one and go, I've always wanted to be a cartoon. And they're terrible at it. But it doesn't matter. We forgive them.
Because
all the other voice actors carried it.
Yeah.
So it balances each other out.
Okay.
Well, and
I've
then
always just wondered because, you know, like, there's been times where I was like, and like, this is kind of from like my own biased opinion, that there's times where I hear cartoon characters that said, oh, they could have been voiced a lot better than maybe bringing in this big, you know, AAA actor. You know what I mean? It could have been done by someone you don't know their name, and I can guarantee they'll be like so much better because they don't get paid just to come in, say a couple lines, and leave. Like, you know, they do get paid, but I mean, they actually take pride in what they do. Whereas celebrities, it's just like, oh yeah, like you said, I've always wanted to be a cartoon character, so they just come in,
but
they
see,
voice it, and
here's
they leave.
if they get one of these big people in there, that will draw box office. So this is why production will go, I'll give you an extra $10 million if you can get them, and them.
Yeah.
Because see, I was replaced. I was supposed to be in the Nut Job.
Oh wow, okay.
I was in the first one. I recorded. I didn't end up watching it because I was like, that show.
Didn't he work? Yeah, Scott was in that too.
He was in that. He was in that too. But I played the leads. One of the brothers. There's those two hedgehogs. I played one of them, and it was one of the best things I ever did because it didn't sound like me. I played this guy. He's just talking like this. You know? He's like, hey, I'm one of these guys. You know?
Yeah.
And it was great.
Bringing out the Italian in you.
Yeah, it was Italian. It was myself and Joe Pinguay, who was the other guy, the other brother, and it was two Italian guys. Here's what happened. I got replaced, and I didn't know. I got replaced by Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh man.
The comic.
Yeah.
Because they wanted something a little more
But he's not
ethnic.
I was gonna say he's not even Italian at all.
He's Hispanic.
Yeah.
But he has a bigger marquee than I am because at that time he was rising because he was like this new hot comic, right?
Yeah.
That was killing.
He is funny though.
So the distributor said, let's replace him up because he's a bigger draw. Because we've got Will Arnett, we've got da-da-da-da-da. Who's this Christian Potenza guy?
Yeah.
It took me out. So I was like, all right.
Okay, bye.
That's what happens though, right? But so I got replaced. But does it bother me? It confused me and it hurt me, but it didn't bother me because I've also replaced so many people.
Yeah, so you kind of know,
the circle of life.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Yep. I do have a couple really quick questions, and then we have a fun feature that
I
you're
love
gonna
how
do
you guys
for us.
say one more quick question.
No, that's why I said a couple. Well, we'll rant on. Like I could talk for days.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your hidden talent? little self-reflection here.
Yeah. You know what? I think my hidden talent is making stuff out of nothing.
Okay.
That's my true hidden talent. Is one of those things where I'm constantly collecting stuff and making stuff. And when I took some time off when I wasn't working, I used to make stuff out of reclaimed, repurposed materials and make furniture or things.
Oh wow!
Or art.
Yeah.
And that's how I sustained life for like 2 years. And that's one of these hidden talents that I've always had. I've always been a collector.
Yeah.
And a maker of things, but I never saw it as anything. I just saw it as this obsessive compulsive behavior.
Just, I want to do this.
Yeah, I'm doing this, like guided by gut, sort of thing. But it actually is a thing, you know. So that's one of my hidden talents.
Sweet, cool.
Thanks for letting me recognize that.
you got to do a little self-reflection.
Yeah, a little personal reflection on
Absolutely.
that one.
And cooking, I'm gonna say that one too.
Cool.
I cook a lot, and I nail it a lot of the time.
There's times I burn it, right?
Well, because I experiment.
You got. I was just gonna say you got to experiment. You got to have
like
fun.
I said, like a cook and a bartender were the same thing.
Yep.
We experiment all the time. Like I didn't think champagne would ever mix in it with anything, but hey.
No, you can actually mix quite a lot with it. Yeah. It's actually,
champagne?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good workhorse.
Especially like depending on the kind that you get, depending
really gross kind, though.
if it's
Itself.
but if you have the other ingredients that you can just utilize basically just the bubbly in that, then you're fine. Because the other taste will kind of not overcompensate for it, but it'll kind of take that over, and you won't taste like as if you were to do a swig of that.
Yeah.
But for Switchboard, what
Switchboard Sessions, the voice acting thing, or the YouTube?
Do you consider them two different ones?
Yeah, Switchboard Sessions is
the actual voice acting.
Yeah,
okay.
and Switchboard Network was my YouTube channel that I switched over into becoming more of a because the other thing was just all the reason I had to call it the Christian Potenza channel was because I couldn't get my name back.
Because that 12-year-old?
Yeah, because that 12-year-old. But then I was like, it's not the Christian Potenza. There's other stuff happening because I hooked up with some other people.
Mm-hmm.
Toby Proctor, who plays Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Ivan Sherry, who is the voice of Inspector Gadget.
Oh, cool.
And a whole bunch of video
Oh my God,
games.
I've watched that in years.
Tons of video games.
Yep.
It's Assassin's Creed and all that stuff. And my friend David Stinson, who is my producer and partner over at Switchboard Session, we decided we were going to try something new.
Yep.
Where it wasn't always just about total drama, because that's all the thing it was. I was like, enough, because I wasn't on the show anymore when they did Redonkulous Race. I was like, I got nothing, so I tried something new, and then we have some other webisode stuff on there, and it just became Switchboard Network that ties into whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's free flowing. I haven't really touched it in a while because I've been doing a lot of the voice acting.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for the new season of Total Drama to open.
To bring it a bunch
to
more
bring it back, because
content.
now I'm on the show that started the fan base.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be different
Yep.
this way around.
It's gonna be cool though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So for Switchboard Sessions, what makes that stand out as a brand compared to other voice acting?
There is no other voice acting things like what we're doing.
Because so that's the big
hook.
draw.
Because
Cool.
here's what you're getting with us. You get your own equipment. You learn from home, because that's the way it is now. Everything is self-tape.
Yep.
And then you get an understanding of the industry by paying for a one-time membership, because there's a lot of places and people that are giving lessons now. See, in the States, casting directors can't do workshops, can't do things. So if you're the casting director,
Really? So is that
for
like
the Family
contractual?
Guy, for Family Guy,
Yep.
or for some big The Simpsons, you can't say I'm having a workshop and have all these people go, I'll give you $2,000 to attend your thing, because it's a conflict of interest. But here, you've got people that are charging $600 for an afternoon to get into it. But what I don't like that, because $600 will get you a lifetime membership with us, because it's an ongoing thing. You're always.
It's more of an investment in yourself. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll get you your lessons, and then the equipment costs this. You can learn how to use it, and then we get you hooked up with 4 demo tapes, which is your narrative, which is the longer format, your voice, and the second demo tape is the commercial, which is your voice but with some industry standards, and then the third one is animation, and the one after that is video game and app, because the industry has changed so much. It is all self-tape. It's mostly non-union, right? So anybody can do it. This is the thing. The gatekeepers are gone. It's the Wild West. You can do whatever you want, and it all just plugs into your phone or iPad, and you are done. Right? There's a lot of free stuff, and this is what we do at Switchboard: is we pull back the curtain and go, "What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? You can do this. We got to go back to the place where you stop sounding like yourself. Then we find your voice. Then after that, you calibrate. You can do whatever kind of voice acting you want. You want to do anime? You want to work from home? You want to describe video? You just want to donate, or you just want to be more confident in speaking? Let's do it. But you never know where you're going to end up, and that's the beauty of us. Is just like, it's different, because this, like I said, the only way we got experience, us doing it, was by auditioning it.
Yeah.
But we don't need that anymore.
Yep.
Everything is at home and self-tape.
Well, it's available at your fingertips.
Yeah. And there's so many people going, I need some voices for this, and It's the human voice. We need it for everything.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's what we've been doing.
So where can people find you online, and where can people get more information about Switchboard Sessions?
Hit us up at Switchboard Sessions on Facebook. It's a closed group. Ask to join it, and it's a community of just all the people going through it or want to getting into voice acting. Or you can email us at switchboardsessions@gmail.com.
Okay.
Or you can reach out to me at animation.nation.army@gmail.com, or just hit me up on Facebook and we'll make it happen.
Perfect. I'll make sure to link all that in the show notes down below as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Come one, come all, because this is the one thing when I was up in the Yukon at UComicon, and I was teaching voice acting.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It flows so well.
But I'm going to be we're going to be doing something different this year, because they feel like they're isolated. So when I showed up with recording equipment and I raffled it off and they auditioned, I was like,
people were probably going crazy.
I can teach you by Skype if you have this equipment. Because I go, if you're in the studio and then there's the soundproof glass and the control room's over here,
you're going to be out of your element.
You're just separated by a piece of glass.
Yep.
But if I have a microphone and you have a microphone and we have our iPads and I'm looking at you, guess what?
You're separated
We're just
by a sheet of glass.
And the sound is it's the same as it would be in thing. You still got to send it to an audio engineer. So that's why I'm like, technology's here. So if you want to do, I teach people all over North America voice acting and in Europe.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm teaching people in Europe. Like, and they get the microphone and they do it. They pay me. We do a session and it works.
That's perfect
because of the technology, and that's why because of the technology.
It's here. We might as well use it.
Absolutely.
But use your superpowers for good.
Exactly.
Like, get off Facebook. Don't take like selfies. Just like do something with it.
Be creative.
Be creative, because the microphone is a portal. You can be anything you want to be. That's what I love about voice acting. You're limited only by your imagination and your bravery.
That's awesome.
That's
good advice. That's good.
That's good
advice. But that's really good advice too. Like especially for people that are looking to get into that as a career, or even looking at that as an aspiration to do.
Just a hobby. Keep it as a hobby. I always tell
I feel
people,
like it means more when it's just a hobby and you don't think it as a career. Exactly. If you think it as a career, you're like,
Well, and I mean that way too. You don't just. I got this, guys. Especially if you keep it as a hobby, like you force yourself to
become better.
You're more relaxed,
learn more technology,
you're not needy, and you don't have any expectations.
Exactly.
So when things happen, great.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, it's just like when I made these new etched glasses.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do glass etching for years, and then I had the opportunity, and I was like, sweet, let's take a look.
They're pretty cool.
And I think it turned out really well.
I can't wait to get Jude glasses. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, it'll be good, man. So speaking of Jude, we have a special presentation. Well, you gotta bring that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out the.
You gotta bring it up.
Christmas lights. In the pumpkin, in the Jude lantern.
So explain this pumpkin.
The Jude lantern.
Explain this beautiful pumpkin.
So this was given to me by a fan at Fan Expo, who made this for me. And I love it, and I bring it with me everywhere, to every convention.
That's awesome.
So if people want to make, take a picture, I ask for a donation. Yeah. And it goes to a charity called Robbie's Rainbow.
Perfect.
For kids that have Crohn's disease.
One of my really great friends, Shelly.
My dad has Crohn's.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We are doing Switchboard Sessions is doing the voice for Robbie's Rainbow and a magazine on their website.
Oh wow!
All about it. So this is part of the thing we use in Switchboard Sessions is actual work. So when you sign up and be like, hey, we're gonna make you a narrative tape, but also this thing here that you're practicing with, if it's good enough, we'll put you on the website. So you actually get something for your resume.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So we roll it in. So it's
nice.
So I use that as the donation bucket.
That's awesome.
And I figured because it is Christmas season, that I would do a little. I'm gonna be Jude reading "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
So I do it. So obviously it's the Jude hat and the Jude wig. Where'd you get that?
A fan made it.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And I had more, and sold them.
I was gonna say, I imagine they would probably sell pretty well.
Yeah, because I've had a lot of cosplayers as doing Jude. Because I sell the T-shirts too, right? I've got them.
I actually had so about the T-shirt. Do you know what the symbol is?
It's just a design. Farouk, the guy who designed it.
Yep.
It's just I asked him that, and it's just a design.
Okay, because I've been looking that up for years, trying to find if there's any inspiration behind it or what it is, and I was just okay. I found a couple things where it's well, it could be this or it could be
theories.
Yeah, it's mainly just theories, but I never got this.
You know what? And
it means.
It's not even romantic. He's eh.
It's
just the design, yeah.
But it's like the pouch.
Absolutely.
What's inside?
What's
guys?
Inside, and what's the meaning of that?
Comment down below if you know what's inside. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of theories on it, and I have yet to ask the creators. It was just a pouch.
It was just a pouch.
Okay.
So what are we getting ourselves into, Jude?
We're gonna do "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Nice.
Read as Jude Lizowski from 16.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Life begins after school.
That's when we bend all the rules. Time to hang with all my friends.
We like to get together
in a place where we belong.
'Cause I'm 16, life is sweet when you're growing up so fast. You gotta make the good times last.
I've
So
actually-
festive. That was so festive.
I've been
Christmassy.
for the last like 2 weeks. I've just been like binge watching 16, just like in like preps for this. It's awesome. I miss it so much.
Kids are binge watching it now.
I don't blame them.
It's
It's
such a great
really
show.
good. Yeah, it's really good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
it is. It's the best. Okay, so because we haven't heard from 16 in a while, this is going to be the first time people are going to see a live reading.
Oh
of-
man,
of Jude. And
I'm
I'm very honored.
I am. I'm honored for sure.
I'm going to be a little rusty too, but here we go.
That's
Let's
all
do
right.
Okay,
Jude, you got this, my friend.
dude.
it.
Bam.
Okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast.
You said moon.
I lost my place. There we go. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. This guy sounds really baked.
Yeah, he does.
There's a lot more going on here.
Seeing things.
Totally. Let's follow this closely,
Yeah.
Chucky. Here we go. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, Dunder and Blixen. Blixen.
Blixen.
Blixen? It's probably the reindeer.
Blixen.
If I'm gonna hang out with the reindeer, it's
gonna be
probably go
Blixen.
Blixen. What's up, Blix? That's what I call him. I call him Blix.
Badass.
Perfect.
Totally. Dunder and Blix. Ooh, it's Dunder and Blixen. That's the name of my German death metal band. Dunder and Blixen.
Wow.
Okay. On top of the porch, to top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the courses they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and Nicholas St. Two. So I'm just going to pause there for a second because I'm having a hard time following what's really happening. This sounds like something...
This is way longer than,
Yeah.
like, more descriptive than I remember
Yeah.
as well.
And it's actually kind of messed up.
It
This
is
is
a little bit
like,
messed
it was
up.
the night before Christmas and I ate those mushrooms.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and this is what happened.
And I saw this,
Yeah,
that,
and
and
then-
everything.
So this is, okay,
Here
we go.
I want to continue this
Yeah.
story. It's getting better and better.
here we go. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
I always wonder how the hell he fits.
Well, you know
Magic.
what? Apparently he's a furry, because check this out. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. Yeah, this is his dealer.
Yeah.
This is his dealer.
This is dealer.
He showed up because he ran out. He's like, yo, Nick, what are you
Needs
done
some.
doing? Blixen doing? Mega halves. Okay? And his dealer shows up. This is what's happening
This
here.
is exactly what's happening.
Okay. And he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. Yeah, he's still freaking out.
Yeah.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard of his chin was white as the snow. Oh, he's deep.
He's deep.
He's in there. He's in
there
the hole.
deep.
Yeah.
Pupils.
Yeah.
Huge.
Oh my god. And it took us to read it as Jude. I finally cracked the code. Jude's like the Da Vinci Code guy.
He really
He's
is.
just like, guys, look, this is how it is.
Oh, here we go. The stump of a pipe he held in his teeth.
Like, what?
Here we go. And the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. So now he's vaping.
He's vaping.
In modern times.
He's part
Yeah.
of the cool guys now.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Oh yeah, yeah, we know what's going on.
It's getting the munchies.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly elf. And I laughed when I saw him, spite of myself. So now he's got the giggles. That's what's happening. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. So now he's starting to come down.
Yeah.
He knows it's going to be okay.
It's all
He
good.
made it through the hole, man.
It's good.
All right. Woo.
We got through it, guys.
Yeah, we got
Woo!
through. I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. Uh-oh.
It's getting frisky.
Yeah.
He's
getting
And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose.
He's like, I'll be back for more.
He spun to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle.
Like the dong of a thistle.
Oh, get this, man.
No.
But I heard him explain, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and all a good night.
We learned a lot.
We
Yeah.
did.
We learned a lot,
That
everyone.
was a friggin' druggie.
Oh my god. Wow. That was
Now you gotta like come out of it.
You're just like, whoa, my whole childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that talking clutch
Yeah.
thing? That just went off. I can't
There
handle
you
it
go.
anymore.
No.
That kind of did me in.
That was.
That was a little trippier than I thought.
Yeah.
That was a voyage. I mean, we had Jingle Juice, Santa's Little Ho-Ho, and then that Christmas thing. We opened a Christmas
The ups
portal.
and the downs, and oh man,
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was good.
That was awesome.
that was great. That was very cool.
Yeah.
Do you?
That
So
was funny.
I have a really quick question.
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself going into character, like out in public, unintentionally?
All the time. I have a form of Tourette's, I think, sometimes.
Okay.
Where I just, things happen, I blurt it out.
Yeah.
Whether it be like curse words or, especially walking out of an audition.
Yeah.
Because you're walking to an audition and you're talking to yourself because you're running it over in your head.
Yep.
And then you walk out and you're like, you're trying to replay it, going, where did I go wrong?
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, fucking did, and now you do it right, but you give no F's of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Showers are good, but yeah, I'm constantly, somebody will say something.
Yeah.
You know, somebody will walk by and go, oh, so I have to deal with the Johnson account. I'm like, yeah, you better deal with the Johnson account. And then for the rest of the day, I'm talking, hey, Chris, how you doing? Good. Got this damn Johnson account I got to deal with. And I just ride it out, right? Because you hear something, you're like, well, now it's inside me.
That's awesome.
We're getting real deep and dirty in this episode.
Yeah, which is good. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
So I have a question because it's Christmas season.
Yeah.
What's your worst Christmas memory?
Ooh, good one. You're going real deep.
Deep and dirty.
Going inside.
I don't think I have one.
Really? You've never had a bad Christmas experience? Ever in your entire life?
It's not a bad thing if you don't.
I can't remember, and if I had, I'd probably block it. Well, Christmas is weird for me because my birthday's on the 23rd.
That's actually
So-
my brother's birthday as well.
You Capricorn. But see, growing up, I had a birthday party early with my friends before they got out of school. So I'd have one of those. That was great. And then early December, the first week of December, right? Christmas cards start rolling in, and then I see the money. You know, the cards with the money. So it's just December is like good times. But that was when I was a kid because I get a birthday party with friends. Then I get a birthday party on the day with my family. Then every place that we visited, and then everything that comes in. But that was then. And then the older you get, right? Then it's just like,
oh, your birthday's close to Christmas, so
and this is for your birthday.
Yep.
And then it was like, this is for Christmas
and your birthday.
Then it was just like, this is for Christmas. And then it just became, it's your birthday? And especially because I'm a dad now, anyway, so it's not even about your birthday. It's about something else, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. It's, you know, so it's to say there's a bad one, no, there's been some low points, but I can't really say, I can't pick one out as being like,
I'd say everybody has a couple
What
of
about-
those.
it's still a magical time.
Yeah.
What about your best memory from Christmas? And don't include your birthday.
That's a tough one.
I'm asking them hard
Do
questions.
you have a favorite, like, present that you got growing up where you're just like, blew your mind?
Yeah, there's been a few that I remember the Mr. Machine wind-up thing.
Okay.
I remember that, and I remember this golden drum.
Cool.
I remember a tube.
Okay.
One of those, I was one of the first in Sudbury. I was a kid, and to have like an inner tube that was a toboggan. I was one of the first kids to have, and it was a snow tube or something like that, and it had the handles. I thought that was pretty cool. It sucked though. One year I got a bike, and I lived in Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, you would be using
I got a fucking bike!
July.
In December, in Sault Ste. Marie.
You can ride it around the house in one direction,
It drove me nuts. It was like the Princess of Pia. I was just like, I get on it and be like, oh, it's going to be awesome. And then I remember getting it out for the first time, and because all the salt and the gravel that they used around the dirt on the road, so you have all that. I'm coming around the corner, I wipe out. Yeah, the first time I was like, all that waiting to wipe out, it just hurt.
Yep.
The universe.
Not even like surface hurt, but like
the pebbles in the skin. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Hits you hard.
Yeah, man. So there you go. I kind of got a little bad Christmas memory out of there, but it happened afterwards.
Post Christmas.
Yeah.
Post Christmas stress disorder.
Yeah.
That works. We're all done our drinks.
I know.
And I've got to get back to the North Pole and make gifts happen.
That's true.
So
what we'll do, we'll wrap up then.
I want to do a thing here.
Yeah, do a thing.
I want to do a thing here.
Let's
have a little bit of a contest.
Absolutely.
Let's have a contest, and let's do this. Somebody give us a recipe for a good drink.
So share your best recipe that you've created down below. Hit it up in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure you subscribe and like our page.
Yes.
As well as Switchboard Network, because it's
Switchboard
awesome.
Session.
Well, both.
Go to the face. Yes.
We want to be inclusive. I want to be everything.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to post all the links down to make it easy for you guys. But definitely do that down below. It'll be good times.
And what will they win if they had the best drink recipe?
Yeah,
They're going to get some either their request, whether they want some Total Drama swag autographed, either scripts or artwork or something all autographed.
Sweet.
Or 16 or Jude stuff. Their request.
So let us know with your favorite recipe down below. Make sure you comment which one you'd want to have, whether you'd want to have some 16 stuff or Total Drama Island stuff.
Yeah. And there's going to be there'll be a couple of winners per se, you know what I mean? Not just one.
Yep.
Because we're going to try the drinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you want to include a video or a link to you actually with the
crafting the drink.
Show us what it is so maybe we don't, and that kind of enthusiasm will win you points and swag.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So awesome. We'll do that. We'll post all the rules and the technicalities and everything like that down below. So make sure you check that out. I know, isn't it sad when you're just like, oh, I got nothing left.
But they'll get one of these too. Along with the swag, you'll get one of these Geeky Drinkers
Cup.
Yep.
cups.
Glasses.
Glasses.
Tumblers.
Yes.
They'll be great. So they'll be ready soon, and I'll also post down below when we're going to be doing the draw. Maybe in the new year.
In the new year.
Give some people.
It's the holidays.
Give some people time.
And also, this is a great time because you're going to be around with all your friends. Make the drinks, make the videos.
Absolutely.
And share with us while you're doing it too.
Yes,
your
please.
worst or best Christmas memory.
Yeah.
As well as your entry.
Because we want to hear it. We want to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
We want to hear your thoughts, your drinks, because we absolutely will try them.
Yeah.
It'll be good times.
You're so in love with it.
I am, and I want the winner. I want to try it because I want to try their drink.
Oh, it's same.
And I've got a cup. A glass.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks for having me.
Well, it was definitely an
Pleasure.
honor. I'm very, very glad to have you by and for you to be able to swing by and share your knowledge. Go deep.
Yeah.
Deep
That is
and
great.
dirty.
All right. Well, as always, we'll see you next Thursday. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Shoot your comments down, and we'll have all the details for the contest as well. So as always, guys, until next week.
In a place where
We belong.
Stay geeky, guys.